Hey folks, Dino here again. This time taking a look at one of the most delayed figures I've ever had to wait for. Yes, the new Saiyan raised on Earth Son Goku. So yeah, there's a bit of a story with this one. Remember the last time I bought Goku Black off of Forbidden Planet? Well yeah, Forbidden Planet was selling this, but never actually got stock of it as far as I'm aware. In fact, they actually shut down the UK site, so I had to get a refund for him and just go elsewhere, which is why it's so heavily delayed of a review. So yeah, not going to trust Forbidden Planet anymore, to be completely honest. But yeah, there you go. Let's take a look at the box. As per, so you've got the standard new type of packaging, a nice picture here, Son Goku spelled the Japanese way, Saiyan raised on Earth, this Cosmic Group sticker again. I did get it off a UK seller still, just off eBay. So yeah, eBay came in clutch. Otherwise I don't think I was getting this guy. But yeah, just a standard affair with this sort of stuff. So let's get the box out of the way, shall we? So, what's his accessories like? Well, because of his lower price, he doesn't come with as much. He comes with 4 faces. You've got the standard one that's on him, that's sort of stern face, which admittedly is possibly his weakest face, to be completely honest with you. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, you've got the yelling face, which is like spot on to Goku from the show. You've got his happy-go-lucky face, which is good. I mean, it's got an open mouth this time instead of the originals just smiling. Kinda preferred as the smiling better. And you've got the side-facing gritted teeth one. In terms of hands, he comes with a fair amount, mostly just reuse. In fact, it's all just reuse. You've got a pair of pose hands, a pair of the grip Kamehameha hands, a pair of, well, in fact you only get one of these actually, just noticed, the sort of other type of key blast hand, but they're using it as a sort of wave hand in this case, and the instant transmission hand, which a lot of people are saying, oh, it's this Goku, he shouldn't have this. But I mean, this design is also doubling for the Broly movie Goku, apart from the feet. The boots are like the old colour, but apart from that, they are doubling it up. So yeah, I'd just let them away with it, guys. They're not going to repurpose it with just different boots. Although it is a Goku, they've been known to just remake him before. But yeah, this is the Goku. So for some reason my camera is not auto-focusing tonight. But yeah, the colours are actually pretty good. I no longer have the SDCC Namek Saga one to compare because I sold it to get this one. Didn't see much point in having two of the same figure essentially, only the other one was far worse. Probably the only thing that one had over this one is the gi colour. This one's the lighter colour of orange. Not as light as some of the ones we've seen. It's a bit lighter than Super Saiyan 3, but not as light as the originals. The colours on the undershirt are a nice dark blue. For some bizarre reason though, they have chosen to paint his wristbands and belt a lighter colour. I think they were basing it off the fact that it sort of changes colour when it goes Super Saiyan, but yeah, it's not noticeable, guys, when it's in base form. Yeah. Boots are the old yellow with red rope, and they're a nice dark blue, which is much appreciated. And there is some shading. Probably not picking up on the camera because it's a very bright light for some reason tonight. I don't know if it's the contrast of the orange ghee, but yeah. In fact, bear with me just a second. There we go. I've put it down just a notch just to see if that sorts it. I think it's interfering with the autofocus as well. So yeah, as I said before, the actual main staring face that most people are going to use him with is, in my opinion, the weakest one. When you're staring at it face on, the light just catches the nose and sets the entire face off. To the side, it looks fine, but it just looks like he's got puffy cheeks. when you've got it face on like that. I do have the original face here, and yeah, that one looks a lot more like Goku to me, even though he's got the ugly forehead marks that all the Gokus used to have. But apart from that, I prefer the face on this one. Unfortunately, they don't really work interchangeably, because this face is longer, so it doesn't quite fit underneath, which is a shame. This new one has also got like a shinier face, as all of the newer figures tend to have. But yeah, apart from that, really decent looking sculpt. In terms of the head, you can indeed, if I can find the other comparison, this is my Awakening Goku with the Goku Black, the bootleg Goku Black hairpiece on it. So yeah, if we take one of these faces, and you can indeed just pop them on, and it'll fit just fine. It's the exact same mould, and yeah, all of a sudden you've got a pretty decent looking updated hairpiece to the Goku. So yeah, definitely a good thing with that. Before we go on to the articulation, I just want to show off the old mould as well, which I forgot to do when I brought him in the last time. As you can see, the older one is a lot more matte coloured, as opposed to the sort of shinier one here, but this one's a lot more accurate. This one is sort of flat, with edges everywhere, sort of thing. This one has got the more angular look, with the extra bangs, gives it a bit more depth as opposed to the originals. And yeah, much better sculpt. I'm glad they redid it, even if they have already reused it 3 times, but still. But yeah, in terms of articulation, he can look up a decent amount, can look down really well also. Side to side movement is quite good. The neck does actually move. Arms can go out about that far. Swivel, bicep swivel as well. Still using these stupid arm caps. I really wish they would change that. Figuarts does it a lot better, guys. Bicep, not bicep, elbow articulation. Sorry, it is late. Which gets more than 90. You've got the standard hinge and swivel ball joint. You've got chest articulation, or ab articulation, which can pull up just like the rest of the 2.0s, and he can bend about that much forward and not much back. Put that back down. The belt is articulated, which is quite good for sort of static, badass looking poses. It does actually move as well. You can remove this and give him the normal sort of sash belt, which gives him a more up-to-date look. Although the actual shirt, the actual gi piece, is higher up than your usual figure, so it doesn't look quite right, which is why I've only bought one of them. So he can go out quite far. He doesn't really stick on it for once. It can kick that far, go completely back, a swivel, double jointed knees, which again are quite good, and movement there, and toe articulation, which gets pretty decent. So yeah, not that my opinion really matters at this point because it's near enough 2 months late, but is this guy worth getting? As long as he's still at the normal price, which for some reason I think Tamashii decided to use this guy as the sort of ladder into the Figuarts brand, because I think he's near enough $20 cheaper than any other figure they've released since the 2.0s came out, to be completely honest. But yeah, as long as he's that price, definitely go for him. He's well worth the money. So yeah guys, that'll do it for this review. Until next time, I'll see y'all later.